He raced to the Rolls-Royce exhibition hall, and by 8 p.m. he had gathered the Phantom. But how would he transportation the $300,000 car 400 miles by sundown the next date? Via his web of contacts he found a comrade janitor in an gaffer who traded in goods. The gaffer helping him to safe a aircraft how could conduct the car, at a cost. It'll price 350,000 dirhams, about $95,000, Abanidullah said the visitor. Don't offer me rates, fair do it, told the sheikh. Identifiable by a couple of gold keys attached to their lapels, the web spans 80 countries and has about 4,000 members. They honor by themselves on manufacturing the unfeasible probable. She told she would not include period to go to the saloon following their flight for the fantasy lunch in the night, Lanzanas recalls. The clef store web done it probable. The largest essential item to me is to perform a recent minute query and do the visitor lucky, says Lanzanas. The dame was really happy in the way her wool was made. Opulence is in the bloodstream of Dubai, says Abi Sam, CEO of Le Clef Store UAE. Or as a Les Clef Store janitor, it's on, provided, clean opulence. Guests one day presented Sam an unlabeled and nearly blank fragrance bottling. They had purchased it in Dubai several years ago but couldn't recall precisely wherever. On to Sam, Dubai has more than rather than 200 fragrance shops, no of them declared it. So he took the scum to a producer, who took the chemistry readings and restored the fragrance. While I gave it to the pair, they were blown up off, they had consumable 4 persons days looking for it, says Sam. These are the challenges how go to you, and if you are a nice janitor you can do it for them. If cash pop music, everyone listens, says Abanidullah, considering how guests' wildest customer request are executed. It's guests on a more rigid budgeting how can be more than stimulating, he says. These are the guests who use Instagram and schedule out their trip up they come. They aware which they are speaking on, says Abanidullah. They've investigated the location, they aware which to wait and they try to compress the janitor for all their contacts, so they can get sale for the and how. The increase of technique has done the part of janitor more than competition. They're up versus Google and Instagram, so they requirement to hold on top of the newest small restaurant openings, exhibition and the largest grammable dots in the town. Yet, Sam believes how these increase the standards. You requirement to be more than knowing rather than the visitor, he says. How makes us more than competition and more than vigorous and more than ardent to do certainly how we include complete expertise of which we are speaking on. Cletus George, the IN's head browser, says the is a answer to the change trends and the consumer demand to propose lie gems quite rather than the normal visitor path. Guests yet search the view of the janitor and wish recommendations, but they wait a private facility and, particularly while they see the gold keys, they wait to be brought thing how is extraordinary, he says. Proper a term of Le Clef's door is not an lightweight deed. You requirement at low 5-year welcome expertise and go via a inclusive test and interviewing trial. We see at their expertise, skills and relation, says Sam. It's how ardent he or she is, how patient, and how readily to get on challenges and customer request of guests. But one day you get down there, the rewards are worth. You profit accessing to the world web of concierges, provided you in an infinite delivery of contacts to assist perform visitor customer request. And you earn money the limit honor. Sam remembers receive his own keys in 2010. The at first item human beings see at is your keys, and the visitor gives you the further honor, he says. You be their top boyfriend, their top evidence, you are all for them while they remain in a inn.